morning everyone, a big warm welcome from me here at Oak House Journals. Carol here as usual, and okay, big deep breath, I'm going to give it another go, having a little collage and play in my Raining Woods journal that I got from GiftSmilee recently, and I'll put the link as always down below in the description box of the items that I'm using and to GiftSmilee's website and Etsy shop, and to this lovely little journal. So last time didn't quite turn out as I planned, because if you watch that video you will know that I'm trying to emulate a particular journaling style that I call Oriental journaling. It's not art journaling, which I've done before, and it's not collaging. It's very minimalistic and simple layering and collaging, and they do journal by the side of their creations, but they're just gorgeous. Anyway, this is what I did last time. If you watch the video, and again, link down below, this is what I did last time. I removed the little dots that I used, these that came from GiftSmilee. I removed those and I just put one of the Oriental dots in that corner and a little bit of washi tape up in that corner to tie in the washi that I've used in that corner. But other than that, that was my first attempt and I left it alone. This was the next page. And I added a couple of those Oriental dots down here just to bring the eye down, or so I thought. I have no training in any of this, so it's just kind of what feels right for me, really. I put on one of the number stickers, I don't think I'd done that before, and some washi top and bottom. And then I went on to have another little play because I was enjoying it so much. So I did this little collage down the bottom, and I used, this was some of the packaging around the journal when it arrived, and I used a tiny butterfly on some washi down at the bottom there, and that was part of this beautiful sticker kit that came. And I quite like this because I've got a little bit of a flap going there, so for me that gives interest to the page. And then I decided I'd quit whilst I was ahead. I put a couple of lines of washi tape down the page because they toned with the page colours. Had a bit of this piano roll paper to one side, and so I just stitched it down the page. Now I've left my tails, which is more European style collaging than the Oriental style. I've not seen that done in their journaling, so as you can see, my transition it's not going smoothly. I still want to come back to my old style of collaging, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on this page, whether I'm going to use one of these lovely little ticket books that I got from GiftSmilee with a stamped image. So I'm going to come back to that. I was just playing with ideas. Another one I did was this one, and this isn't stuck in, it's not finished by any means, but I just stitched across the top some of that piano roll paper because I love the green, and then I had this vellum image in my stash, so I've popped that on the top and I really like how that looks, so I'm going to be playing with that one. And then very quickly, this was another image that I had in my stash, and the greens on this image toned perfectly with the greens in this texture paper, so I thought I would play with that. So let's get started. I'm not going to play with those today. I'm going to play with another idea that I had, and I have just one more of these light coloured pages, like a soft, how do I describe that? Almost like a iced green colour. Beautiful, lovely soft pastely shade. Looks a bit fawn on camera from what I can see, but it really isn't. Trust me, it's a beautiful beautiful muted shade of green. So I'm going to play with that page today, and I have kind of got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my journal to one side for the moment as I get cracking. And I'm also going to put these to one side for the moment. So I have a little sticker book here, which I got a long time ago from GiftSmilee. Not sure if they still do these, but I will have a look. And if they do, I'll put the link in the description box down below. And I have a piece of vellum. This is just normal vellum. It's not the printed vellum that I got last time from GiftSmilee, which... that's what I used last time. This is just a scrap that I had to one side, so I wanted to use it. And this is just some sorry, I'm distracted. I can't think and craft at the same time. This is just some handmade paper that I had in my stash, or have in my stash, and I'm just going to tear myself off a piece there. As you know, I love playing around with handmade paper, and I've just torn that slightly, as you can see, slightly bigger than my image. So that's going to go on there, I'm thinking. Then that's just a perfect size, and I'm going to layer that up on top as well. And I'm not sure which way up that should go. Let me just get my glasses. I haven't played with this pad for a while. Ooh. I think it should go that way. Just looking at the image on the front cover. But I do like that text at the bottom there. Oh, now I don't know. Oh, I got myself in a pickle here. Maybe I should just use another one. Actually, these are all with the text at the bottom, aren't they? So I think that does go at the bottom. Excellent. Okay. Sorry about that. Bit of hesitation there. Oh dear. Oh. Anyway, I'm just going to give myself a rough edge. And that didn't work very well either. Okay. Honestly, how long can it take you to layer up a piece of paper? So I'm liking that, and what I've decided to do is I'm going to put an eyelet in this. Those pieces. Now, decision time. I'm going to go with the black, I think. Or it's not actually black, it's gunmetal. And the reason I'm going for that is because I want it to pick up the black that's in the frame surrounding my little image here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away some of the length, a little bit of it, just not much, just a little bit. And I have one of these little cute archival ink pads. This is Fern Green. I'm going with green for the simple reason that it's going onto a green background. So I've got a little tiny stamp here. As you can see, that's what she looks like. And that's what I thought I would use. So I'm just going to do a test stamp here. Yep, I'm liking that. Okay. Very quickly, I'm just going to clean off that stamp before I pop it away. Job done. And I'm just going to thread a little bit of thread through the top of the piece that I've just created. So I'm just going to pop that through there. And I'm not going to do any fancy bows or anything like that on camera today. I'm just keeping it nice and easy and simple for myself. This thread is absolutely gorgeous, and as you will have seen, I've used it a lot in my creativity boxes, but it's just gorgeous. It really is. It's so delicate. And I'm just going to do a little knot there just so that I have a little bit of interest. And oh, actually thinking about it, you saw me use this on the first page. I've slept since then. So, and I'm saving all my little bits for when I do my laminated tags, as you know. So that can go to one side. And I'm happy with that. I might reduce the size of this piece in a minute, but we shall see. For the moment, I'm okay with it at this length. Right, okay, so I don't know about you guys, but what I do is when I play around with my brown painter's masking paper, if I have any scraps left over from when I make my pages in my journals, or if I have one that doesn't work, like this one creased when I stitched it, I keep my scraps, and this is just some brown paper, and I just stitch around them and I click them together and pull them out and use them in collages as and when I fancy using them. So I thought I would use one of these today. As you can see, I haven't got many left. So which one shall I play with today? I think I'm going to go with this one. I need to do some more playing with some brown paper and make a few more of those, because I really do find they come in handy, and they're ready made to one side, so I've always got some that I can grab if I need them. So okay, and also when I'm making my business cards, I glue a couple of book pages together as the background for my business card and stitch around them, and then if there's any of these pieces left over, as you can see, I just clip them all together, all sorts of different colours, different shapes, different sizes, different text. So I usually just keep those to one side, and as you can see, I've got some here, and I thought I might play with one of these. This one I've put an eyelet in it, but it seems to be coming out, so I would just reinforce that. If I wanted to use that on a page, I would just reinforce behind the eyelet. So which, I'm chatting away here and not getting on with the job, am I? So that's too big. Quite liking that one. Yeah, okay, decision made. My goodness, that's a first for me. Look at that. This one I've gone for, because it's going to work in quite well with that, and also because the stitching on it just happens to be green for our little Raining Woods journal. So I was kind of, I'm going to put that on there just like that. So let's see, which one of these shall I use? Now I used this one last time. This was the calendar tickets, and there's my offcut, so I've just popped that in there, but I didn't get round to using this one, and this is lovely. It's got all different bits of script on it, so I thought I'd use that today. There we go, pop that in there. And how am I going to use that? I think I'm going to just rip that across the bottom. Going for rough edges again, which again is not really, see, I'm an epic fail here, aren't I? Not really Oriental journal style. They usually leave their edges, so I've noticed, straight. So I thought I would do that. Oh, I was going to use that Avril twine rather than the green that I did use. Both are exactly the same. I lifted them both out, but no, I'm going with the green because the green's going to tie in with the whole theme. Now I did do some die cuts. I have this gorgeous handmade paper, and I did one of the Sizzix flower cut dies out of that. Now isn't that gorgeous? Now I certainly am going to use this piece left over in another journal page, because look at that, it's just lovely. That is going to be amazing. So yep, that's going to be tucked in here, ready for another time. The actual die cuts have come out very, very fine, so I probably am not going to use those. I will probably use one that I've cut out in Kraft card, only really because it stands out a little bit more, although I do like the texture of this one, but I think I'm going to need it to kind of stand out a little bit more. And then I thought that I would just bring that piece in there, something like that maybe. You're probably all shouting at me saying, no, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, but I am going to go with it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of, whether I chop that off. I'm kind of wanting the length. I might take a little bit more off that one. So let's go with it. Not taking much off, but just a little bit off. Just feels as if it's going to balance it a little better for me. And I think I will just going to rip down this edge here. And we're tucking that straight edge underneath, pulling that over a little bit. And yeah, I'm quite liking that. I hope you are. I can hear you in the background, everybody saying, no, that doesn't work, Carol, that doesn't work. But let's see if the other die cut works any better. I'm going to tuck that underneath there. I'm trying to... maybe that one does work better. Just thinking with a little bit of washi in there, perhaps. Let me swap it back and try the other die cut. No, I'm liking the big one myself. Okay, I'm not going to faff. The idea of this is to just go with my instincts. So I'm going to try this and see how it looks and just trust myself, really. So let's get cracking. Okay. So I think I might have to just lift out these pieces that I popped in the journal, because the paper clips are going to interfere with gluing my pages down. And I'm just going to get one of my big bulldog clips out to help me hold my pages still. So it looks completely different on here, doesn't it? Because of the narrowness of the page. Okay. So that'll teach me that I can't actually get away with creating too much in terms of width on my page. Okay. There's a lesson learnt there for me. And okay, I'm still going to go with it and see how we get on. Okay. I've got a loose thread on that piece, but I'm quite happy with that. Yep. And just hello. It's my cat just decided to come in. Do you know, they always do it right on cue when I'm on camera. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the side here, and I'm pulling that down. I quite like that I'm picking up the date there on that piece of paper. And this piece I'm going to pull down in there like so. Ooh, and it's a close run thing there that I'm actually going to get that date in. But I'll know for the future that I can't get away with doing anything too wide in this little journal. But that's okay for today. It's another lesson learned, isn't it, along the way. And that piece in there, like so. Maybe another smidgen of glue behind these, so it doesn't flick up. There we go. And then that one, I think I want down there, like so. Now, do I want it on top? Or do I want that just popping out behind? I think like that. I'm happy with that. That's brilliant. Well, it's not brilliant, but it's what I fancy. So there we go. Just put a smidgen of glue on this little die cut. Need to actually clean the nozzle here, or around the nozzle of my art glitter glue. Okay. I usually like to do these with my tweezers. I think I'm liking that. And I've lost my little thread to one side. I think I'm just going to move this over just very gently. That's not worked very well. Just going to reposition that. Okay. Now I'm quite happy with that. Probably might have trimmed that off there rather than letting go down the page. So I think I'm going to see if I can get away with doing that before it glues. Yes, I can. So I'm just going to cut that off there. Tuck that to one side. Okay, and I thought I would use these lovely little dots again. Just love these. So I'm going to see if I can gently. You have to be quite careful with these because, or I'm finding, maybe I'm a little bit too heavy-handed when I'm taking them off the roll. It's easy to just wrinkle up the edges, but they're just gorgeous. I love them. And I am probably finding that I'm sticking all of these upside down, you know. I probably am, but hey ho. I'm liking that. I might put another one on. See how we go. And my cat is sat by the side of me here, desperate, absolutely desperate to jump up on the desk here. And I'm really hoping he doesn't, because everything is going to go flying if he does. There we go. I think I'm just going to pop that one up there like so. And actually, guys, I'm going to leave that one there just like that. I'm happy with it. I'm going to try and do the less is more and see how that goes. Because you know me, I could be sat here faffing with this for a month of Sundays. So I'm going to try and walk away from it. And if I want to come back in a day or two and revisit it, then I can do, can't I? So that's what I've done today. Ooh, you see, I am desperate to do more to it, but no, I'm going to walk away from it today and call that done. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining me again and watching me in my new progress, or with my progress on this style of journaling. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Bye bye now.